Yo, what is up, Conways? Welcome to my ASMR channel, where we mainly are going to be talking about dreams. This is episode 1 of Nicro's crazy, wild, wacky, and weird dreams. Basically, whenever I wake up in the morning, if I remember my dream, I'm going to come on the mic, and I'm going to tell you fucks. Sounds good? Okay. So last night, I had a pretty interesting dream. So it started out, I was in my room with my friend Blake. Now, we got in some weird argument. It was about the Nintendo Switch. On the Nintendo Switch, it comes with 32 gigabytes of, on-console storage, right? Which is trash. I have, 3 fucking games, and it's already, taken up, basically, digitally. So so I bought a micro SD card it comes with 200 gigabytes. That's a lot. I probably won't even need that, but that's a lot. It's decently cheap. But me and my friend Blake in the dream, we were arguing about. He's like, "Oh, I need more storage." I'm like, "Bro, buy a micro SD card. It's it's $50. You get 200 gigs. It's fucking free." But I don't know, he was just being a cheap fuck or something in the dream. So I don't know, we were just arguing about pretty much nonsense. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, we go outside and we meet with a couple of our other friends. And now this is where shit gets weird. I think it almost looked like the guy from Family Guy. The fucking store clerk or the mini mart counter guy. He was there was my friend group. And there was his little friend group. Well, it was just him and some other guy, but they looked sketchy as fuck. They looked really sketchy. And it turns out they actually had knives on them. They had box cutters on them, but they were long. They looked like fucking samurai swords or some shit. Dude, I don't fucking know. So, you know that feeling when you're walking? I mean, it wasn't even nighttime though, so it's not that sketchy, but sometimes you're just walking and you're oh fuck, this guy looks kind of sketch. I kind of don't want him to come up to me and you're kind of worried. Even if you're with friends, sometimes it's damn, this guy better not fuck with us, But that's exactly what happened. This guy, the Family Guy's store guy, with his other sketchy friend, they pull up to us with some box cutters, and they kind of try to merge into our group as we're walking down the road. We're walking down my street, and we're all pretty irked about it, and we're kind of nervous. Nobody is saying anything. It was just pure silence. And they pull out their box cutters and they poke the knives out just barely past the safe. There's a safe on it. And they start poking us with these knives as we're walking, and I'm just bro, we didn't say anything and they didn't say anything, so it was weird. But I didn't want to trigger them or make the situation worse, but they're gently just poking us with fucking box cutters, and we're and I'm just okay, we need to get the fuck out of here. And then we start walking faster, and we're trying to get away from these guys, but they're also trying to follow us and shit. And then they start chirping us, and then we actually start talking. We're okay, this is fucked. And this is just outside my house, so I'm still on my street, and I'm yeah, I gotta go home, but I also gotta be with my friends, and I don't want to just leave them. But I don't know, I was fuck it, I ran in my house. And as soon as I get in my house, and it's kind of weird, in dreams, dimensions are all fucked and they're all over the place. I looked out my back window, but what was happening was in the front yard. As soon as I walked in my house, my friend Blake, he was getting beat the shit out of by this guy or something. I looked out my back window, but I could see it through the front. I don't know, it's weird, right? Anyway, I look in the back window, and he's getting wailed on, and I'm holy shit, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here, and I gotta go help my friend. But it was sketchy, because these guys had weapons and shit. But then so I slip on my Nikes. I got my kicks, and holy shit, I never ran so fucking fast. I put on my shoes, I barged through the door, and I ran down the street. Like, yeah, I actually felt like I was probably running faster than a fucking cheetah or something. And I wanted to fuck this guy up because he was pissing me off, and he's fucking with my friends. That's a no-no. Anyway, so I'm booking it down the road, and then I finally get to the corner. There's like a little intersection, and this guy's like beating the fuck out of my friend. And all my other friends, like, again, we were in like a friend group. I come to the intersection, and the rest of the friend group looks at me, and they're just like they just start nodding, and basically they're basically nodding, saying like, don't get involved, like, you don't want to, like, you know, like just back off from this fucking guy, right? But then I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, we gotta help him, but like nobody was helping him because, like, basically if we tried to help him, we were like dead or something. It was pretty scary. But yeah, they're all just nodding at me. And then we're just in like the most ghetto, like it's literally at the bottom of my street. I don't live in some fucking ghetto, but it looked pretty ghetto. And it just turned into this like big like brawl fest, and I don't know, it was just fucked, and we're all backing off. We're like, okay, we're not gonna get involved. And then everybody else, like, dude, I swear to God, like, most of the people that were just around that area, they all looked like Hey Arnold characters or some shit. Like, everybody looked fucked. And yes, so while my friend's getting like pretty fucked up, like, we're sitting there and we're all just kind of like watching it, because they're telling me, bro, like, you don't want to get involved in this shit. And then this really sketchy bitch comes up to me, and she's like, so what's going on with your buddy there? I missed it. Like, she's like nosy, and she's just trying to like know everything and shit. And I'm just like, fucking, you know just as much as me, bitch. I don't fucking know. Like, I can't even do anything. It was just like the most ghetto thing. Again, everybody looked like fucking Hey Arnold characters. I'm sitting in the ghetto, my friend's getting his ass fucking kicked. I'm like, I just don't know what the fuck to do. And then suddenly, I'm in the back of a car. I ended up in the back of a car with my sister. And this is, I mean, you know, it kind of gets more fun from here. We put on some Britney Spears in the car. There's that one song, Criminal by Britney Spears. That song is fucking banger, by the way. You all should go listen to that right now. Dude, it was fucking sick. And I was just like jamming to that shit in the back. And my sister never even heard the song before. So she like Shazammed it or some shit. And then we're like, damn. It was like, I don't know, it was just like bumping. So we're just like bopping our heads and shit. And we're just driving by in this ghetto-ass neighborhood. I don't know what the fuck happened to my other friends, honestly. I really don't. But that's how it ended. We just, you know, I saw some shit. And then we listened to some Britney Spears to forget about it all. Sounds pretty good, right? And then I'm pretty sure that's all I remember, you know. Nothing too much other than that. I wish I could have saved Blake. You know, somewhere in my dreams, in the back of my mind, he's still getting fucked up. But he's safe IRL, so that's good. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to my first ever ASMR dream. Once again, I'm gonna hop on the mic anytime I have any more dreams to share. Trying to keep it 100% real, no bullshit. So make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed that. And see you next time. Remember to stay cute, stay dreamy, and most importantly, stay safe. Bye.